I was warned in advance. I'll let it slide, but I don't like it when campsites do that, I must admit. Shall we risk it, people, and check out the ladies? Do I dare? Today we're going to head to North Farm campsite in Shropshire. We'll check out this campsite and its facilities, then we'll go for a lovely walk into the medieval market town of Ludlow and check out its amazing Norman castle. Thanks for joining the adventure, and let's start living the dream. Well, first impressions, people, and what an absolutely amazing view over Ludlow. Yeah, really nice. Now, this is very uneven, this field, and when I phoned up, the lady did say you'll need chocks. I said, I don't have chocks, can I risk it? And she sort of said, well, you can, but you might regret it, sort of thing. But I think I'm okay where I am. I don't think I'm too bad. I think I'll be all right. I might roll out of bed, but we'll see. But I was warned in advance, so you know, can't complain about that. So yeah, absolutely lovely field. I got told to go anywhere I want along this side and along that side. Now I'm paying £10 for the night, no electric. That's single person. There are 10 level pitches which are behind me there. They are with electric, and they are £10 per person and then £5 for the pitch. They're fully booked, so I couldn't book one of those, but I think it does say on the website that it is £25 a night minimum. So, you know, it wouldn't be £15 for me, it would still be £25, but they're fully booked anyway. I didn't realise that this is a bank holiday weekend, unfortunately, so I've booked 2 nights because tomorrow I'm just going to potter about, because there's no fun trying to find a campsite on a bank holiday weekend when the weather is lovely and everyone's going to be camping. So tomorrow I'm going to be sitting in the van editing all day. But yeah, looks like a really nice site, to be fair. Yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy it for £10 a night. Pretty decent. That's their house up there and the facilities up there. So I did have to pay an additional £5 for arriving early fee. You're meant to book in after 2. I booked in around 12:30. Now, the lady did say, you know, because it's a bank holiday, it'll be £5 early charge. It would have been £10 on the flat pitches. Now, normally, I'd have just spent an hour and a half sitting in the van, waited it out to save myself that £5, because we all know I'm a tight fister. But because it's a bank holiday weekend, I thought, well, actually, I need to get here early. I need to try and get a reasonably flat pitch, as I have no chocks, and I need to film the facilities before kids turn up. So I paid the £5 to turn up early. It's a little bit annoying because I turned up at 12:30, and most campsites allow you to turn up around 12 anyway, and departure is 11. So yeah, I don't like it when campsites do that, to be honest with you, but never mind. Lady was a lovely, friendly lady, so we'll go check out the facilities anyway, people, see what they're like. Yeah, let's start living the dream. Yeah, pretty good chemical waste point. So it is just 2 unisex toilets, which are just a toilet with their own sink. Yeah, I don't know how many people will be on the campsite, to be honest with you. They look reasonably decent facilities. The sinks are a little bit grubby, but other than that, they look pretty decent and modern. So yeah, not too bad, to be fair. Yeah, whether or not it is enough for the campsite, I don't know. I guess we'll see how busy the campsite gets. Yep, 4 bins in total, 2 recycling and 2 general waste. And then it looks like there's a tub there for bottles. Yeah, not too bad, at least there is recycling. So there is another toilet here with a shower. Not a push button. It's not too bad really for £10. A little bit of dirt around the sink, but you know, that's kind of to be expected. Seems like it's been freshly painted. The floor is a bit of a letdown because everything else has been freshly painted. But for £10, yeah, I'm pretty happy with these. I am going to have a shower as well, as it's free. Shall we risk it, people, and check out the ladies? Do I dare? Pretty much the same. Anyway, I'm getting out of here now. I don't like it. So yeah, the campsite owner walked out just as I sort of came out of the women's toilets. He did say, oh, be wary of the paint, that's fresh paint. And yeah, it did smell like it, to be fair. Yeah, very good though. Well, I've just been and had a shower, people, and to be honest, for £10 a night, I think these are pretty good facilities, really. Yeah. Anyway, gonna head off now into Ludlow. Let's go check it out. Let's start living the dream, people. Let's go. Yeah, Ludlow Castle, people, pretty impressive. £9 to get in, that's not too bad really. bigger than I thought actually, so yeah, enjoying it. Yeah, so the castle was built around 1066 and it was one of the first stone castles to be built in England. Yeah, it's pretty good. Anyway, gonna head off into Ludlow now, check out Ludlow. There's like a pop-up fun fair. I can hear music and see rides, and I forgot it was a bank holiday weekend, so yeah, that'll be fun, eh? Bloomin' people coming out having fun, ruining my time. Anyway, let's go check it out, people. So that was Ludlow, and yeah, I quite liked it. It was a nice little place. Probably would have been a lot better if there weren't selfish families making loads of noise, enjoying themselves. Ugh. Yeah, it was a busy place today. It was quite nice though, some nice buildings. Yeah, there's only like 20-minute walk from the campsite, not far at all. Yeah, I'm just having a walk along the river now. Thought I'd check this river out before I head back. So yeah, nice path along the river. It's good, I'm enjoying it. Living the dream. Well, I'm back now, people, and I am really surprised that the campsite is not as busy as I thought. No one has turned up on the bit behind me. Yeah, brilliant. Well, I'm going to cook up some tea, people. I've got some pork, some broccoli and some mushrooms. Going to fry them up. It's going to be good. I'm cooking on the R1500. Probably not wise, but I wouldn't recommend doing it. But to be fair, that's fine, because it doesn't actually get hot enough, this thing, to do any damage. So it will be okay, but I wouldn't advise you do it. So I was really hoping I could cook this outside because it'd be a lovely background for you, but unfortunately the wind is just getting under the pan and the pan just ain't heating, so gotta come in here, I'm afraid. Never mind. Shit. That was dangerous. Yep, looking pretty damn good, people. Gonna enjoy it. Yeah. Well, that went down a treat, people. I'm going to wash it down with a gold Ludlow. Ludlow Brewery, yep. Gonna have a Ludlow Gold with Ludlow in the background. Brilliant. And I would like to thank a few amazing subscribers who have bought me a beer recently. Thank you, Sarah and Rob Grossman. Thank you, Karen and Sally. Thank you, Andy and Jane Reeves. Thank you, Marky P. Thank you, William Bastick. And thank you, Sharon Angel. But I would like to thank all of you for watching the videos, because you're all helping me out by watching the videos. So I appreciate all of you. 4.2% Ludlow Brewing Co. Ludlow Gold is our flagship golden ale that truly represents the core values of our brewery. Ooh. Cheers, everyone. Don't mind it. Quite a strong flavour. Not too bad. Yeah, it's alright, I don't mind it, to be fair. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to turn around now so I can get the good view. Just going to have this and then watch a bit of YouTube, people. Living the dream.
When it comes to music history, England has a lot of it. Everything from David Bowie to the Rolling Stones. Liverpool has the Beatles, but Birmingham has Black Sabbath.
Yeah, morning everyone. Well, I don't know whether I slept well or not last night. That's one of them. I'm undecided. But I was awake a bit in the night and the campsite was lovely and quiet. Now, I'm kind of an equal distance from everyone, so I'm really happy with that. You know I am. Yeah, I do really like this campsite, to be fair. I think £10 a night is really good price for a solo traveller, definitely. Those facilities weren't bad for £10 a night at all. Yeah. Now, the ground is very uneven where I am, but that states that on the website to bring chocks. And when I phoned up, she said, bring chocks. And I said, I don't have none. She was like, ooh. And I said, I'll risk it. And when I arrived, the first bloke I spoke to said, oh, have you got your chocks? And I said, no, I'm going to try without them. So they're very on the ball with that. They do make people know that you are better off with chocks if you are on one of these pitches. So the level pitches behind me there do look really good. And to be fair, £25 with electric hookup on those pitches with an amazing view on a campsite like this isn't really that bad a price, to be fair. Yeah, now obviously, like I said, that's £10 per person, £5 for the pitch. But £25 minimum, so it would have cost me £25, and that ain't a bad price if I'm truthfully honest for that kind of pitch. I think it's a decent pitch. Obviously I'd always go with the £10 option though. Yeah, so Ludlow is about 20-30 minute walk, so it's pretty good for that. There are supermarkets in Ludlow, there are buses to numerous places that I've never heard of. I'll write them on the bottom of the screen for you. There are pubs, restaurants, all that sort of thing. And there is a train station. You can get the train to Manchester, Holyhead and Cardiff. There are a few other places that are a little bit less frequent as well. So yeah, great for that. So my only criticisms are that I got charged £5 to arrive an hour and a half early. That's a little bit annoying. Now, the couple that own this have been really friendly, really nice, helpful people. So, you know, I'll let it slide, but I don't like it when campsites do that, I must admit. And if you were to stay on this pitch with a family of 4 and one of your kids was over 16 and the other was under, it would cost you £33, or it'd be an additional £5 on the hard standing or level pitches. And I think that's a little bit expensive, to be fair. But for a solo traveller like me, it is great. Yeah. I have really enjoyed it here. I like this campsite. I would return here, to be fair. If you've enjoyed any of this, then like and subscribe. Catch me on another adventure. Keep living the dream, people. And I'll see you soon.